Ostomies are required when individuals have lost normal functioning of the bladder or bowel due to birth defects, disease, or injury. Jackson Ndugwa has been living with an ostomy opening since 2021. This was as a result of a tumor which he had lived with for more than a decade.
When I was young, I used to grow up when I had stomach ache. I used to have severe headache, things like that. I didn't know what was inside the stomach, but the person who raised me up used to treat stomach ache, used to treat malaria. They told me that, so we have to take a biopsy from that, the tumor that was in the rectum. So after that, they had to take off a sample. When they took off a sample, the results came back, they were showing inflammatory polyp. Doctor was like, you man, you have been sick for 15 years, and this is showing that it is not a cancer.
Further medical investigations later revealed that Ndugwa had cancer.
So I thank God I did chemo. My chemo went on well. But in making my chemo, I had a challenge of bugs. I was using my veras. Sometimes you get someone to help. When I was doing my chemo, I got done with my chemo. They told me to go for radiotherapy. I went for radiotherapy. After my radiotherapy, they told me to go back for chemo. Because the cancer, they were like, that cancer may move to other organisms.
This meant that the alternative opening created would now be permanent. Dr. Joshua Wairama, a medical officer, explains that anyone can get a stoma because the causes are many.
Someone can be born when they don't have the anus. Such that when the process of digestion is done, it stops somewhere. So there is a very high chance of that person or that baby to do what? To be carried on that procedure. When someone has colon cancer, they have high chances of being carried out on that procedure. Yes, because there is a possibility of surgically removing the rectum.
After being discharged, Ndugwa was handed a few ostomy bags by Mulago Hospital, and after they got used up, he resorted to polythene bags. He told us that the ostomy bags are costly.
You can get one piece of bag at 10,000, 12,000. So we had a challenge of that.
However, Alex Mushabe, having experienced a similar ordeal with a relative, decided to find a solution. He created an association to try and establish the number of people living with ostomies.
We have got 671 who are members fully, but some haven't joined.
Mushabe, with the help of friends he met in Zimbabwe while on research, has been able to source for items critically needed by members of the association. He says many of them are living with stigma, which he wants the government to help them raise awareness.
This thing, when it is here outside, it doesn't have control. It just does its own things. Just passes out poo, or while you are walking, or you are doing what, or eating, or sitting like this. Now when it gasses, I could feel like, people are going to say that this boy is gassing for us.
They need really good sensitization. They need to be comforted. So we need the government to help us in the area of maybe, like with my team, if we want to travel to, let's say to Arua, we don't have funds to go there. We have appliances here, but we can't go there. We don't have transportation. If we reach there, where will we stay? Because our office is just a charity office, doesn't generate any money.
Dr. Wairama explains how one can live quality life with an ostomy.
You need to be changing the stomach bag just when it reaches almost a half, when the fecal part or the poop reaches, it has demarcations on it. You shouldn't leave it to get full.
Walter Mwesije, NTV.